Hello, welcome. In this practice, we'll be working on our goblet lunges as well as some presses. Let's get started with a light warm-up and then we'll get into the heavy stuff. Come on down to the floor into a kneeling lunge position. 1 foot out front, 1 foot behind you, tucked under in the back. With your hands on your hips, gently hula circle for 2 one direction, reaching all edges of the circle, center, and 2 in the other direction. Once you've done that, leveling out the hips, tucking under that back cheek, squeezing it, driving down on the floor and pulling, gently drifting forward. Keep your shoulders over top of your hips. Stay there but relax. Retuck and squeeze that back butt cheek. Try to drift a little bit further forward, and then we're gonna push forward to come back to tall, extending that back hip. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Gently relax. We'll pull that leg underneath. Repeat on the other side. Foot comes up in front, hands on hips, hula circles 2 in each direction. Carving out the circle there, reaching all the way around, finding what edges of the circle are harder to reach. And then, once you've done that, back to center, leveling those hips, tucking under. Squeeze that back cheek, drive down, pull as we drift forward. Keep extending that back hip, pause, relax, retuck and squeeze, drift a little bit further forward, and then press into the floor and come back all the way to tall, extending through, pulling the leg underneath. Next, we'll get under that load a little bit by practicing our firing range, letting our shoulders know what's coming next. Come on down and cuddle your bell. From this cuddle position, we're gonna roll with 2 hands to our back, 2-handed press, remove that second hand when ready, and hold. Right now you're thinking your wrist is nice and straight. So is your elbow. It's over top of your shoulder. Your shoulder's packed and juicing that orange in the armpit. Your legs are set up in that get-up-like position. You're breathing and feeling what that load feels like for today. For 3, 2, 2 hands on the bell, returning it to the floor with that vertical forearm and cuddling to your side. Let go, spin around, same thing on the second side. Always start in your cuddle, 2 hands to roll, 2 hands to press. Set those legs up in your get-up position, remove the second arm. Shoulder packed, wrist nice and straight. Hold, breathe. How does it feel on this side? I'll be able to press you no problem today. For 3, 2, 2 hands on, pulling it down with that vertical forearm and return through that cuddle. We'll press the floor away and we'll come back up through our kneeling lunge in a slightly different position. Foot out front to start, and then we'll heel toe it open to the side. Hips are still pressing forward. From here, squeeze that back cheek, tucked under, and now let's drift knee towards over the toe. As we go that way, keep squeezing the glute, extending. We'll press into the floor and push ourselves back up tall. Let's do that one more time. Tuck under, squeeze cheek, gently drifting over, opening up those adductors, and then pressing back through center. Heel toe, pull the leg underneath, same thing second side. Up through the front, heel toe open, tucking that back hip under, squeezing the cheek, pushing down, and pulling on the floor as our hips drift with us. Then push into the floor, grow back to tall, meeting at that wall. One more time. Drift over, extending hips forward, push down, press to tall. Let's heel toe to the front, pull that leg underneath, and we'll stand up by first sitting back, squeezing the glutes, extending the hips, tucking the toes, rocking back to our low squat, and then up to tall, shaking it out. From here, we'll do our groove press. Taking your bell, we'll start by standing over top of it. A groove press is just a nice slow press, getting us ready for more. Take your hinge, grip your bell, pulling it to that rack position. From here, 4-second up, here we go. 4, 3, 2, 1, pausing at the top, packing shoulder, 4-second down, 4, 3, 2, to rack, 2 hands, hinge, bell goes down. Shake it out. Same pattern on the second side. Use your hinge, grip your bell, zip. Here we go, 4 up, 4, 3, 2, 1, hold, zip. Pull the bell down, 4, 3, 2, 1. 2 hands, hinge to pull that bell down. Shake it out. Before we get into our loaded lunges, I'd like to practice a bodyweight lunge. Starting with your feet underneath you, take a single leg back into your drop back lunge position, up on the back toe balls of your feet. Hips are forward. We're going to descend 5 seconds down. As we start descending, push that front hip back and the back hip forward. Nice soft landing, staying up tall. We're going to press back up to that split stance. Hup, repeat one more time. Pulling yourself down, extending that back hip through. This time, up together. Up and step. Repeat on the second side. Step back lunge. Find that square. Press this hip forward as that front hip goes back into its socket. Soft landing. Up to that split stance. Brace, press. And last time. Pulling yourself down with control. Soft landing. And then up together. Shaking it out. All right, it's time to get to the loaded portion of our workout. What we're going to be doing is we'll be standing over our bell. We'll pull catch to the goblet position. And then we're going to be working for alternating 3 on each side, drop back lunges. 3 each side. Bell will go down. Shake it out. We'll come back to our bell. 3 presses each side. 5 rounds. Get ready. Get the appropriate bells. Set up over top of your bell, starting with our lunges. Hinge, grip, pull catch, goblet hold. From here, take a single leg, step back, nice control down, up to tall. Alternating sides, 3 each side. If 3 is too many, pick a number that's less. This is number 4. I am tapping that knee down fully as if it's that get up lunge. Last one to tall, use your hinge, bell goes down. Take a breath or 2, shaking it out in between. My number for these presses today is 3s. 3s on each side for 5 rounds. If that number is a little too high, pick something lower, but stay strong the whole time. First side, hip hinge, rack position, up to 3 presses. Bell comes down, park. Shake it out. Through those presses, maintain that tension through the glutes and the core to stay strong. Hip hinge, second side, up to 3. And park. Little breath, little shake. That was round 1. Here we go, round 2. Over top of your bell, hip hinge, pull catch, 6 lunges, step back, up to tall. I'm trying to keep that upper body upright. As I press hit through, both hips come with me. Don't leave that butt behind you. Last 2, core brace, and up, hip hinge, bells down. Whew, work on the heart here. Feels good. Round 2 of presses. Use your hinge. Rack it. Pick your number, go. Power into the floor to press overhead and park. Couple seconds off. Keep that grip loose. Legs loose. Second side. Another 3. Hinge grip. Last one. And park. Whew. 2 rounds done. 3 to go. Set up over top. Back to our goblet lunges. Hinge, grip, pull catch, zip. 3 each side. 1 and tall. 2, tall. Keeping that bell close to the body, but not resting on it. Lats engaged, shoulders set. Last one. And park. Working the legs, working that grip through those lunges too as we hold that bell. Round 3 of presses. Hip hinge, grip, pull to rack. Press for your number. 1. Nice. And place it down. As I do those presses, I'm thinking about shooting energy up my body into the bell to send it overhead. Breathe. Second side. Up to 3. Nice. And park. It's my favorite number for many reasons, but it's more than halfway to 5 for the best reason. Over top of our bell. Round 4. Hinge, pull, catch. 6 lunges. 1 and tall. Your knee is softly landing and coming off the floor. You're not bouncing out of that lunge. Control down, control up. Last one for 6. And use your hinge. Control the down, up without. Round 4 of presses. Loosening up that grip. Anchoring those feet. Here we go. First side. Park. Shaking it out. Trying to keep that nose breath going as we are continuing here. Second side. 4. Well, set 4. No presses. Park. Nice breath. Nice shake. This is it. Set 5 of 5. Last set of lunges. This will be 30 lunges total here. Hinge, pull, catch. Last set. Drop back, control to tall. Brace those abs at the bottom to keep up tall. Your trunk is like a tree trunk. Breathe and stay strong. Last one. Hinge. Controlled. Breathe. Shake. What's your number? I want it to be just as strong and just as solid as the first set. Last set of presses. Hinge. Pull. Go ahead. And park. Shake it out. Last set of presses today. Here we go. Hinge grip, pull to rack, go. And park. We'll finish this practice with a set of breathing. Catch your breath for a couple seconds, stay in loose. Trying to close your mouth, breathe in and out your nose. One hand on belly, one hand on chest. Inhale to belly for 4. 2, exhale belly 4. Inhale belly 4. Hold breath for 4. Inhale to chest for 4. Exhale for 4. One more round like that, into belly for 4. Hold full, 4. Fill the chest for 4. And exhale for 4. And relax. Might have heard me shaking there a little bit. It's hard to control that breath when the heart rate's elevated. Keep practicing, it'll make you stronger. Thanks for joining. My name's Lauryn, and I hope to do this again with you soon. Take care.